is important.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T?
Respect at all times.
I still don't know how to spell a word, though. Respect is the only one, and that's based off of music.
Is that all? Is that how
I
Tabby learned to
spell
read?
everything.
Most likely.
Do you also know how to spell bananas?
B-A-N-A.
N-A-S.
N-A-N-A. Bananas. Bana. That's wrong. Bananas. Damn it.
I'm trying to think of more songs where people spell things. YMCA? That's not relevant in this game.
No.
The alphabet song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
You learn your ABCs and your celestial 1, 2, 3s.
A-B-C. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
I love having to sing all together under a synced video chat.
All right, let's do our intro, and I will not struggle with it this week because I'm not looking at you guys at all. Welcome back, folks. It's the Who coughed?
I didn't cough. I cleared my throat. That's right.
You're so disruptive. If I was a teacher, I'd send you to sit in the back.
You're a mean teacher then.
Or maybe in the hallway.
Verity, get to the back, Verity. Say the principal.
You're not my mom. My mom's dead.
Your aunt's still here, though, and she would like you to know she's disappointed.
I know that. It's not new news.
Very clear about that, actually.
Yeah, I got that.
2 seconds. 2 seconds. Welcome back, folks, to the world of Azera. After returning Koss to her home and her girlfriend, Brillia, the party sets off for a relaxing night, only to be interrupted and devastated when Koss escapes from the house to meet her death as a warrior. The group, joined by Brillia, head out in search of Koss before she can get herself killed. Lenore and Verity talk about redemption and why the Raven Queen might have brought them together. Tabby entrusts his dinner to Ariana and Arsen, and a party member makes a sweet and surprising exit. Welcome to Darkness and Dragons. I'm your Dungeon Master, Melissa, and with me is...
Laura, and I am playing Verity / Ryan, the Asmar Rogue.
Michael, it's you now.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Like, where's Sarah?
Michael, yeah. Playing Ariana, the Necro Druid.
And I'm Bree, and I'm playing Lenore, the Shadowkai Cleric.
And I am Ian. I am playing Tabby, your furry best friend. A bard.
And I'm Luna. I'm playing Brillia, our favorite tiefling warlock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And for those of you who missed last week, you're like, where's Sarah? Where did she go? What's going on with Ellie? And the answer is Sarah's taking a break, which means Ellie's going back for Ben!
Yay.
Ben.
I'm so happy.
My man Ben!
That's my boy Ben!
That's my boy Ben!
Better not be another human, or I swear to...
Oh, you're in for...
I swear to.
Oh, you're in for disappointment.
Oh boy.
We'll just put some fake horns on him. Just like, here you go.
Yeah, it's a normal tiefling. This guy is cool with me.
It's fine. It's fine. He's probably a good one.
Ben Whittaker, he's like the humaniest of humans.
He's really human.
Even the name.
Real human. Yeah.
Ben Smith.
Yeah, effectively. In fact, he's the John Smith of this world. It turns out Williger is like the most common last name for some reason.
Ben.
Good.
Ben.
That's all you gotta do.
And
My boy Ben.
All right, so. Oops. I'm fiddling with things that I shouldn't fiddle with. People in chat get to watch and be like, Melissa, what are you doing?
Stop touching.
Stop touching. Stop fiddling. What are you fiddling with? I don't know why I'm
Fiddle.
fiddling. Okay, so. You stayed another 2 days in Kamala, waiting, it seemed, for Ellie to change her mind and give up on return to Caracat. Still, your work can't wait forever, and the body of Lord Harrock needs to be returned to his clan. Packing up your gear in the small cart, you are joined by Koss and Brillia, and begin the journey north to fulfill your obligation to the dwarf. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you leave the city proper?
is he just like super stinky at this point?
No,
We've had him
I'm making sure he's not fully soiled and smells
Yeah.
good. It smells like lavender.
Okay.
We have herbs and we have prestidigitation. It's fine.
I prestidigitate the shit out of that guy.
It's so fine. Okay.
Ick.
I'm golden. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, as long as we got sleep and food.
We. I can't think of anything else to do. Sounds a little boring.
I'm gonna say before you leave town, Tabby and Verity, our son comes up to you, and he looks sort of embarrassed and says, "So we're heading more north, right?
Yes.
Like lands my mother tried to conquer and that may know me vaguely? Lands?"
I mean, I didn't know you, and your mother tried to conquer my lands too. So I mean, that's a different thing.
There's not a lot of land that your mother didn't try and conquer. So, I mean, I'd always just assume that that's true.
I guess my question is, how do I make sure I don't get killed? I'd really like to not die.
You could probably look a little rougher.
Rough.
I look at
Are there
Like
any emblems on anything he's wearing?
No, he's wearing like pretty nondescript, like they are like roguish style where they're like leather and black, but like they are way too nice, way too well put together. Everything is too shiny. Like it's clear he's not from here. He's not
Shiny
you
lived
just
in
rolled
this.
him in mud.
He's so
Shiny is
clean.
okay.
He smells
As
so
long as-
good.
Just let him go out the beard, and you put some ye old pomade in that, and it should like keep it nice and tidy a little bit, but it still.
Can
looks
he grow a
rough.
beard? Or is he like one of those like hairless humans?
No, he can grow one. It's a little
Like
it's a little patchy.
Chinese crested dogs.
We have time before we get up north. It's a bit of a travel, not too much, but
Okay, so stop
You
shaving.
could
I can do that.
probably
Mhm.
you could probably ride in the cart with the dead guy. That
Yeah,
would
you both can smell
that would
lavender.
stink you up a little bit. Might make you a little bit rougher around the edges, and then people wouldn't see you.
Or we
Wouldn't
could
hurt.
dress you up like a girl. You should make a very pretty girl.
with a beard too. Dwarves, beards are their thing too. So
He's a little tall.
I feel like I'm getting mixed messages. So I'm supposed to smell like a corpse and have a beard, but also I'm too tall to be a dwarf, so... And maybe I'm wearing a dress? I just don't want to die, guys.
You definitely wouldn't look like you if you grew a beard, wore a dress, and smelled like a dead guy.
it
You'd
doesn't
be
seem
covering a
anything
lot of
wrong.
bases.
That seems
Hold
normal
on.
to me.
No one would suspect that you're a prince. That's for sure.
I could cut your hair.
I'm more cool for that one. Yes, cut his hair, please.
All right,
Should we
let's
do a
do-
montage?
Yeah, let's do a dressing up our son moment to see how well you guys do. If you want to contribute, this will be a skill challenge to see how well you help him blend in.
Oh,
Can you color your hair with tea? Is that possible?
I feel like that's not very
Berries?
honestly,
If it's light enough, but it takes forever. Why do I know the answer to this?
that's a thing people do.
Who knows?
People dye
I
their hair
was-
with Kool-Aid mix.
I was so
You can buy a
organized
disguise
this morning.
kit. Is anyone proficient in disguise kits?
Let's go around in order. So let's start with Verity. What are you going to do to help our son not stand out?
Will he let me cut his hair? I don't want to cut his hair if he doesn't want. I don't want to cut it. He doesn't want me to cut it. We could. What about-
he will let you cut his hair? He's not happy about it, but like, survival has to come first.
I mean, I've cut Pegasus hair, so I'm sure this is like the same, right?
How much do you tell him that? Because that does not comfort him.
No? Oh, it was supposed to. Okay, and then maybe try and color it. I mean, it's pretty fair blonde. So there's got to be like not dirt, but like
Use berries. Make it red.
yeah.
And sticky.
And
Sticky and red, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we can get Ellie's gem to.
Let's go with
Jam hair.
let's go with sleight of hand to see how well you do at cutting and dyeing his hair.
Please don't let him be ugly. Please don't let him be ugly. Oh no, that's good. 20.
20, okay.
Yep.
20 to cut his hair. Cool. How short do you go?
I mean, fairly short. I mean, when this is not, you gotta really, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna make it look nice, like shorter on the sides, like longer on the top, so you can like.
Yeah, cover his face a little bit. Cover that
Yeah.
attitude that he's got in his face at all times.
That too.
Okay. Ariana, what are you going to do to help? If you want to help.
I think I'm just gonna like put my arm on his shoulder and like look up at him and be like, "We got this."
Aww. All right,
Okay.
all right. Would that be persuasion, maybe?
Intimidation?
No, you got
I
this.
mean, depending on how you phrase it, it can definitely be intimidation.
No, it's just gonna be that. So I can do persuasion. Ooh, it's a good thing I got a really high persuasion. That's a 15.
Okay, awesome. Lenore, what are you gonna do?
I'm really going to go with the dirty encouragement, and I'm going to kind of grab some mud from on the ground and like rub it together and then just like give him a little pat.
Okay. What do you think that would be?
Roll for dirty.
Yeah, roll for dirty. If Ellie was here, we'd know.
Yeah.
Survival?
but
So like camouflage
survival.
almost?
Oh, like maybe nature?
like a nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
using mud and stuff.
Okay, that's a 15. When I like pat it on, I think I'm gonna be like slightly more aggressive than necessary. Like, there you go, looking great.
It's like a couple back and forth slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tabby, what you got?
I'm sitting watching this all happen, and I reach into my bag and grab out a little mortar and pestle and some blackberries and raspberries, start mashing them up. I've seen 2 comments in the chat going for magenta, so I'm going to mash those together and put them in my hands. And I don't have the best hands for this, but I'll wait until the haircut's done. And I'm going to get ready to bury his hair up.
All right. Bury him.
Bury him.
I'll bury him. Would this be survival?
Sure. Let's say
Or-
survival to make sure it's not poison berries that will hurt him or that he's allergic to.
Oh, I was gonna say or deception, but that's a better reason. I like that. Starting off strong. Oh my goodness, that's a 7.
Total?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I feel like if anyone in the chat knows like what happens when you badly dye your hair magenta, like let us know.
It definitely goes like poo brown.
And it's just burning his scalp.
The only part that's died is Tabby's paws.
And it's real streaky. It's real streaky.
Oh, that's okay. You know what? Like one way to make sure he's undercover is to give him allergic reaction, so he's just puffy.
Yeah.
A little red, a little swollen.
Completely different face shape.
Yeah.
I love it.
I wasn't trying to do this, I promise.
I think
Brillia.
he looks better.
Is he still wearing on his belt like 3 different swords and looks ridiculous?
No, he did leave the rapiers behind. He only has one. It's very
Okay.
nice.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do, you said his clothes need to be a little roughed up. I'm basically gonna do what cosplayers do and like wear down his clothes a bit.
Ooh.
Okay.
And just like so it doesn't look as shiny. I don't know what role you want that to be, but sure.
Oh. That feels
Performance.
I don't know. Deception maybe?
Oh, that's okay, we can try it. I'm just imagining the awkward conversation of like, look, I need you to take off your clothes, go in the room. I'm gonna bring these back. I promise. Just
Totally
trust me
fine.
here. Just
You got like sandpaper going in his clothes. He's like,
yeah.
I
Why
won't
do you
look.
see
I'm a
sore?
lesbian.
I rolled a 2, which makes it a 6.
Alrighty, so a big mix there of bonuses. The first 3 of you got a total of 50 points combined, and then the last 2 got a total of 13. So 63.
For a good measure, can I, prestidigitate around the hairline, give him a sick fade, maybe, to unsoil his skin a little bit. But I don't want to take the dirt away. I could soil those up for you, all that armor and stuff. Distress the leather or make it stinky.
So together, you managed to cut his hair, give him a pep talk, dye his hair, ruin his clothes, and what did you do again, Lenore?
I
His face.
Slapped him
Oh,
in the
and
face.
you
Slap
slapped him in the face.
With dirt. Yeah.
He does not look like a prince. He does not quite look like anything now, though.
Nondescript, easier to fade in the crowds.
Well,
Here we go.
he's not nondescript. Like, there's a lot about him. Like he's got this streaky hair that clearly shows it's been dyed.
Verity, you're a rogue, right? Do you have a disguise kit? Kind of seems like your bread and butter.
Did you not know I'm the worst rogue ever? Surprise!
You're just different.
What if instead of disguising him like his physical appearance, what if I help teach him a different way to like walk and talk and act? It's not just about changing the way that you look, and I know this because I fucking did it. I fooled an empress, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Well,
You're a great rogue.
You all did something to help for the moment. You all did something to help at the moment. You can keep working on this, try to, make his hair a little better, try to give him tips, but
Should we just shave his head?
He's sort of working with what he's got now.
Right.
I turn to everybody and be like, hopefully there's no mirrors or any reflections nearby, because this is going to be really funny, I think.
He's going to be furious.
Yeah, I feel like he comes to the bathroom and he's like, how do I look? And you're all just like...
2 thumbs up. Big
Different.
ol', not really a grin, but teeth are showing like, yeah.
Definitely different, which is what we wanted.
Very different.
Perhaps a tad more conspicuous.
Different.
Maybe if he has a really bad accent that he could start to say words with.
He could just be mute.
I could try to... Let's do that. That sounds safer. Seeing as all the rest of this has gone so well. And he walks over to Verity. He walks over to Verity. Am I still pretty? Please
Prettiest sweetheart. Of course you are. Of course you are. You're the prettiest. You're the prettiest. Your haircut looks lovely.
Verity,
It does though. It does.
Way to throw the rest of the party under the bus.
Well, I'm sorry that they're rolling with shit.
Hey, he looks
Don't
really
disagree.
dirty, okay?
All right. So that's the last thing you do in the city.
Oh, is there a library? Because I would like a spell.
A library. It's not a huge town, so depending on what you are looking for.
I was hoping to finally get Gentle Repose.
Oh, what level is that?
2nd.
Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say they probably don't have anything over a 3rd level here, but
Woo!
I think you can find that.
All right.
So you missed most of the montage of dressing up Arsen to read,
That's
which
fine.
is probably the right decision to make.
As to the shock value at the end of the transformation.
Probably the whole like you got this, and then I see the library and I'm like, peace.
Yeah. Arsen, you have this. I'm going to see you later. All right. After another week of travel, you arrive at the base of the Hollow Mountains. A series of crumbling stone arches line the path, gradually becoming better maintained as you get close to the entrance. 30-foot high doors adorn the front of the mountain, effectively keeping out attackers and unexpected guests. So, our son's in disguise. You're all hanging out. You got your cart full of stuff and dead guy. What are you gonna do?
I'll take the lead here since I think I was maybe the last one to pass through these doors, if everyone doesn't mind. I walk to the front and I go, "Hello, everyone? Anyone?" And knock on the big old doors.
They're super thick. It doesn't seem like your knock is carrying very well.
Well, I tried.
Can I cast thaumaturgy and also say hello and raise my voice?
Ooh, super loud.
Yes.
Okay. How loud is it?
Uh,
Does it shake some stuff loose? I'll let you decide.
I would say no, just because those are some of her natural abilities and she knows how to use those pretty well.
Fair enough. Cool. You yell, and whoever wants to do a perception roll can do a perception for me.
Perception. That is only a 6 again.
I got a natural 20.
Okay, cool. Verity, you see another smaller door off to the side open. That looks like it's probably the actual door people might use. This is clearly more dramatic for, for drama.
Oh, I appreciate that. Can I elbow Tabby and point? It's a tiny door. It's a tiny.
It's too tiny for me. No, it's normal sized.
For the rest of us.
Yeah, I mean, I could try to keep going for this big one. I don't know if I'm gonna get anywhere, so that's probably.
I don't think that's necessary.
I mean, this is. Yeah, you're right. Let's go to that smaller, normal door. That's fun. That's fine.
What a disappointment.
It could have been cool. I don't know. It could be a different room. Who knows? Small one.
Ariana gets to go in fine. This is the perfect height. Finally, a world built for you.
Hey.
Everyone else will have to duck. You can bring the cart in, but the horse will not be able to make it. So it looks like the door is built specifically just high enough that a cart could get through.
Can I go knock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
The little door.
The little door.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. A dwarven woman looks out at you. Hello?
Good morning, madam. We have come to return one of your kin. Sadly, he passed away, and we decided to bring him back so that he could have a proper burial. I don't know. Do dwarves bury people? A proper burial.
Who do you have with you?
Lord
Hillguard.
Lord Hillguard. Lord Hillguard.
I should probably come over.
Probably.
I do.
It's the only person who knew him, but
Would since we were on a quest and he was an official lord, would there be paperwork that I would have or he would have on his person that would signify the quest I was on, the people that were a part of it, etc.?
He probably gave you some an amulet kind of thing to wear that was just like a signifier that you're working in his name. So you could definitely give that over along with his. Koss brings hers out as well. And
Koss is with us.
And Koss is there too. And
Ow.
the woman, her face falls immediately and she says, "Oh, no. Yes, of course. We'll open the gates. Can I ask how he died?"
I look over at Koss without saying anything, and does Koss make any face or anything like that?
Koss did not think here. Because Koss didn't kill Harrock, did he? Did she? He died in the fight.
No, she killed him.
She killed him.
Oopsie doodle.
What
she
wounds
looked-
does he have on his
She
body?
super killed him.
Yeah.
Super
That's
killed
why
him.
I understood that
That's
she
why
killed
I
him.
was really surprised that she came for this thing.
Well, she
What?
feels guilty.
What
He does
wounds
a lot
does
of
he have
things.
on his body?
Pardon?
What wounds does the Lord have on his body?
He actually has quite a few because you were fighting a really dark creature right before this happened. So he hadn't healed from any of that, basically.
Right.
But he also has like a broken neck from where he fell, which is how he died.
Yeah. There was a terrible, terrible creature we were trying to battle. That creature also took the other member of our party as well. But luckily I met up with the rest of these fine folks here, and they're assisting me with bringing him back and properly having his remains brought to his family.
We appreciate that.
Yes.
She looks in the back of the cart and seems surprised and says, "Did you also bring back his share of..."
I open the back and there's all the gold and silver in there and all that.
I didn't think people like you existed in the world still.
I'd feel bad. That's all. I don't know.
You mean tabaxis? There's a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's more, a lot more than me, but I can't tell you. Please don't talk about them.
Yeah, he comes from a family of like 12.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean your race. I meant people who are good and just. Although
Kind.
you do have a rather wide assortment of people. You see the moment her eyes fall on Arsen, who is like trying to hide behind Verity.
Yeah, I hate humans.
He's my manservant. He escorts me wherever I travel to serve me.
Verity is learning how to become a beautician, and she's practicing on him.
I've always been interested in beauty and
cosmetology.
And yes, he doesn't talk. He's not very smart, but he can make a really good cup of tea. So right, to the inside, right?
Okay, let's do a deception to see if she believes that.
Assist.
I will
Okay,
say that's a good cover. Good teamwork there. You're getting a bonus.
We probably lied more than we needed to.
I was being sincere, saying I hate
Definitely.
humans.
Sorry, you just keep like piling on. That's okay. 14.
She
Is that with advantage?
No.
Okay.
I'm helping you.
Yeah.
Insist.
Another 14.
Okay. She eyes Arsen for another moment, but doesn't say anything, and says, his wife, she passed a few years back. But there's 3 of us, so his children, I mean.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
shit, that's his daughter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I wish I saw the family resemblance sooner. I'm so sorry.
I trim the beard.
Fair. Damn. Well, I go to the cart and I take out a third of the gold and silver and be like, my hands are kind of sticky still from various reasons. I'll let you take the stuff.
Hang on. My hands are kind of sticky still for various reasons.
They smell like fruit and berries.
For various reasons?
We're not supposed to talk about burying in front of BERRING. Bearing. Burying.
What song is that?
That was the one I just wrote just now. It's
'Cause you're a
number
bot.
1 on the Billboard charts internationally, and yeah, it's a movie being made about it. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
It doesn't happen a lot with songs.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty lucky.
She looks at the money you've offered her. Is there like a bag or something? Or are you just like literally holding coins out? Like, please take my guilt.
I was gonna hold it and be like, it's not the time, and I put it back in. And where should we bring him and the split?
Of course. I'll call my brother. He'll want to see all of this.
Yes.
This way, towards the main hall.
Mhm.
She directs you down into a great chamber that is huge and arcing roof. You actually can't even see the ceiling here, but you can see that it's adorned with bits of moss that glow lightly. And yeah,
Are we like underground?
You are indeed underground now. You are inside the Hollow Mountain, and this looks like a proper city street. Like, as she leads you through, there are people bustling around, moving about their day. Like, this is the equivalent of like the downtown intersection that you've come across.
Mm-hmm.
Orzammar.
All right, so from here, where do we go?
She brings you up several ramped pathways until you arrive in a more modest quarter. It doesn't seem like there's many people moving around. Everything seems built to last, but nothing's kind of too, fancy. And she directs you to leave the cart outside and goes to knock on a door. And when she does, a dwarven man who's a little bit shorter than her answers the door. They exchange a few words. Does anyone want to do a insight or perception?
I
or
will.
Sure, I'll do an
I will
insight.
as well. Group insight or perception, you said?
18.
19 insight.
Did you say it was either insight or perception?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
In that case,
I mean, you could roll
6.
anything. Like, if you want to argue me for something else, I'll go for it.
Athletics.
You could do like intimidation. Just walk up and be like, "What the fuck are you saying? The fuck
I
did
rolled
you
the
say? Are you
one.
saying my name?
I have a plus 11 to intimidation. Can I do that?
Of course you can.
That
You just have to-
seems
You could.
so in character for Verity.
I don't
It's so in
recommend
character.
it. I got a
Sorry, I'm trying to, not this time.
I got a 19 on my perception. That's the word.
Okay. So 19 perception and 19 insight are the highest we got?
Yep.
Okay. As you watch them, Tabby, you pick up more of their gesturing and the way that they move that seems to remind you of their father. You feel like if you spent more time with them, you probably could have picked it up. They look older than you. They're probably in their 70s. And yeah. The man is shorter than the woman. He has a big beard. It's kind of red. Kind of the color of Arsen's hair, but like proper. And for those who are rolling for insight, you can tell that the two of them are bickering very strongly. Like, they're not caught up in necessarily what to do about Dad. They're more like, what do we do, period. And they do not agree.
How long has this bickering been going along?
It's gonna go basically until somebody interrupts or decides to be like, hey, we should leave.
Is there anything else you would like us to help you with now that we've brought him over?
The man waves his hand at you and he says, no, be on your way. You've done your duty.
Okay.
The woman turns to you and she gives her brother a side eye before she answers and says, you're of course welcome to stay. We have room at the inn, which of course we'll pay for, and you're welcome to stay for the funeral if you like.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And I'm just going to look to her. How is Koss looking right now?
Koss is looking like as close to faint as a tiefling can look. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm going to be sick.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can, as not obvious as possible, pull her aside maybe so that she can get a little bit of distance from all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go look over a balcony that goes into a deeper pit into the main room, and just look out at people working, and it seems to help to see people
Okay.
working together.
I'm gonna take Costa's split because I don't know if we ever gave that to her or not. How much should I put in write down wise? How much should I take? Is there a number?
Is it like how much do you guys have left, or?
Yeah, like because how much is less? Because I'm not gonna take it all, of course. I don't want to take even half, but
We will
like I would
say in the cart there is 50,000 gold.
okay. And the cart's 1,000.
The equivalent of. Some of it you have to
Uh,
sell, but
Yeah,
that's a
that's-
safe assumption.
safe assumption. Okay, let me do a quick calculation. I'm going to do a calculation, then roll intelligence to see if I would understand how to do this math.
Like, do I understand as Ian, and then does Tabby understand as Tabby?
Yeah. So if I was to split it 3 ways or 4 ways, I should do it 4 ways, not 3 ways. That would be the math. But now we're down from the lovely tree lady. Carry the 0, carry the 1, and bingo. I'll take about maybe 10,000 of that worth for cost specifically. I would have probably just taken whatever magic items that I had on there and been like, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Um,
We can say that whatever cost is taking, you left at the house.
yeah. Okay. That makes sense then. Cool.
All right.
Then I won't take anything.
So each family member is getting how much?
Yeah. I wish I had come back with better words for everything. Honestly, this is the biggest failure of a quest I've ever been on. 16,666 and 66 silver.
I really appreciate that you like did the exact math. You're like, do you divide that up for them? Like, are you like, here you go, here's your share.
I'm gonna tell them the estimation of how much is in there, so they can't try to fool each other.
The 6 is
I-
repeating.
Yeah, the 6 there's a lot
The
of
6
sixes
is
in there.
repeating. You're gonna have to.
I recommend finding some sort of bureaucrat or banker to help you with the copper and the even smaller. Like that's you're dealing with just like tin at that point, and I don't think they make coins out of tin, but scraps. But I mean, there's like logistics there. But they're
How do they look while when they're given the money in one lump?
That's a great question. The man looks at you with disgust and says, "I'm the eldest. I'll obviously get the biggest portion."
That's not what your father would have wanted. And can I roll deception for that?
Sure.
I'm happy I started with a low number because that's making the big ones come out. If that would be persuasion,
Mm-hmm.
That is a 24.
Okay. Do you actually know for sure, or are you just saying that?
If it was deception, it would be 22 instead. I did not know for sure.
Okay. He says, "It doesn't matter what my father wanted. Father is dead. This is the proper way of things."
Can I roll to see if that is true?
Sure.
Okay. My
Uh,
dwarf senses.
Dwarven history, maybe?
That's cool with me.
I feel like economics is not a role in this.
That's fine with me.
Cool
it's
to
just
don't bullshit a bullshitter.
I got a flat 13.
Okay. I mean,
As you mentioned, your father is dead, and this is kind of us being nice and giving you some money. So I think we should probably decide how it's divided up.
okay. Let's get a little assist there.
Is that going to be the same roll?
Okay. This is like a weird coincidence today
Yeah.
with Lenore helping.
Yeah. I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with this.
You know that, like, definitely historically that was true, that there was more of a, like, ranking of firstborn, secondborn.
Inheritance
But-
type of thing.
Yeah, but like that's not generally how people do it now. Like,
No.
I mean, after Carrick had attacked, everything changed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit there and say, nah, no. No.
Not how we play.
That's not how he plays, that's not how I play.
You just say no to him?
Yeah.
Oh, how mad is he? He walks up to you like an inch away and looks basically straight up because you're so much taller than him, like double.
Yeah. Mhm.
And says, "How dare you come to our home and tell us how to live? Tell us what's right. Where was what was right when my father died?"
In the jaws of a creature that could have killed everybody, and you wouldn't have had any sort of profit, any sort of recompense for your father's soul. Easy. Get over yourself.
The
Also, sorry for your loss.
also sorry.
We both deal with death differently here, so I'm playing bad cop.
The daughter turns to you and says, "Just ignore him. My sister and I will deal with him. He's family. At least you get to escape his rants." Which he then immediately begins ranting about how things should be and how dare this tall cat come in here and say this.
I'm gonna whisper just little words under my breath that he wouldn't necessarily pay attention to, and prestidigitate my ears to start glowing different colors.
It's like a party.
Yeah.
Are you just trying to
Funeral lights.
Is that just to weird him out, or are you trying to like
I'm just trying to be like, I'm not paying attention there too. There's other things I have to go to do, like this cool ear thing.
Do you chase your own ears, Tabby? Like once they start going, you like.
I'm happy there's none of those crazy little light beings there. I chase them around and I can't catch them. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. Last thing I do in my life.
You'll catch that being one day.
One day.
Oh, thank you for believing in me.
One day.
Yes.
And see, that is your true calling.
It's Tabby's character arc.
Catch the light.
But
one day?
Becomes a light cleric at the end.
Oh my goodness.
A very fine, pinpointed light cleric.
So the daughter is giving you a chance to leave and not have to deal with this guy anymore. Are you going to take it or continue fighting? Do you want to go to the inn? Do you want to explore?
Could you show us to the inn, daughter, whose name we haven't asked, apparently?
You can ask
bad
her
at
name.
that.
Her name is Delora.
Delara?
I'm Delora.
Lord Hillguard.
Delora.
I'm Delora.
Well, Delora, would you be able to, we're new to this town, would you be able to guide us to the inn?
Her brother interrupts and says, "Please, she's not a servant to be dealt with as you please. She has work to do." She waves him, like, go away, and says, "Brasa, I will talk to you later. Come, I'll show you the way."
Barossa? Is that the dick's name? Yes?
That's the dick's name. Fun fact, it's his name and the name of his dick.
Ah,
Yeah, he named it
he's
after
that
himself.
kind of guy, right? Yes.
It's Brasa and Brasa Jr.
Brasa.
Which one?
Good question.
What came first, the dick or the man? Seems like they're the same thing.
You are led down deeper into the cave system. It's certainly less dramatic in this area. And you arrive at a little house. It doesn't look like any inn you've ever seen, but then again, I don't think most of you have been in a dwarf settlement before. So it's just kind of set into the wall. Like it's mostly just kind of a door in the wall.
Pretty neat.
She pushes it open, and there are people laughing and dancing and drinking. It seems like the sound is like completely kept out through the rock. So all of a sudden it just bombards you.
This is my crowd. I'm going to go start playing some flute. And I take it out of my sleeve. And I say, next one's on me. Ah! And I run up there. And I that's not on me. I can't afford that right now. Ah! And I start playing.
You can afford that right now.
I don't want
Didn't
to
you just
tell
get
them
a ton of...
Bitch, don't tell.
I don't want. It's my personal wallet.
Delora, would you care to join us for a drink?
I suppose I could have one in my father's honor before preparations begin.
Also gives you a break from your brother.
A break is never long enough with him.
Did your father have a favorite drink? I could go get around for us.
Yes, she describes a drink that sounds kind of nasty to you. It's essentially like a beer with like a foamed sweet whiskey on top. It's got like a foamy head and yeah.
We've drank Ellie's jam alcohol. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
We got this. We got
Jam
this.
cocktails.
Yeah.
It's
If no one's sticking their hand in it, we've already have a step up.
yeah.
Ariana and I are the only ones not drinking alcohol right now.
Yeah. Yep, Ariana and Brillia both get a glass of, I don't know, milk, water,
Milk water.
not non-alcoholic
Water.
Moss. Moss is a brand, okay? It's very
Oh.
popular.
Just moss tea.
Brillia, while Koss often drinks, Koss is not
Mhm.
drinking tonight.
Okay.
Arsen seems very happy to drink and immediately starts and does not seem to care about the taste.
He's had a hard day.
I lean in and whisper to Verity, do you think he'll remember to be a mute after he's had some beverages?
I will remind him, and at least he won't have that miserable look on his face. Come on, it's pathetic.
I think we can both agree he's pathetic. And I...
No, sorry, that's not what I said. That's not, no. That's not what I said. I said he looks.
That's what I said as well. Yeah.
No,
Oh.
was it not?
Are
Oh,
you sensing some hostility between family members in this town, or is it just me?
no, but yeah, but they're arguing over money. The father died, and one brother wants to take more and give the other siblings less of a share. That doesn't seem
They're not
odd.
unusual.
Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't think that that's our place to step in and decide for them. I mean, Tabby's taken what belongs to him. We have delivered the body. We have a free night in this beautiful inn.
Perhaps you're
Should
right.
not just let family sort it out between family, and the father just died, and emotions are probably running higher than normal, and
Some seem a little more concerned with property and money than the fact that their father's dead.
well, yes, no, just because they're his children doesn't mean they're good people. It's not the same thing.
Arsen slams down the cup and goes,
I'm like, pour him another. He's being such a good boy.
Good boy, Arsen.
Good boy.
I don't know what his zipper is, but he does this. He buttons it.
Mm, my best boy. Get him another. Look, I just don't think that it's our place to be jamming our opinions in between a grieving family. And sure, the good people, bad people, however they're choosing to grieve, maybe we just attend the funeral, pay our respects, be good people, and then fuck off.
Perhaps you're right.
Right.
All right.
Cheers.
May I talk to Koss? Whisper to Koss for a moment.
Yes, please do.
Great. I lean towards and like, is there anything I can be doing to help this make it a little bit easier?
It shouldn't be easy. It's fine.
Well, guess easy is not the right word. A little less painful.
Stay with me.
Of course, always.
She reaches out and squeezes your hand.
Squeeze back.
Tabby, you're
Yes.
playing the flute?
Yep, I am currently playing the hits of Jethro Tull.
So says the chat.
Cough, cough.
The whole
Um,
discography.
Play the entire thing and think it's a brick.
If I had a sort of melodica, I would try at least.
A small dwarven girl has challenged you to a musical duel.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
I nod her up to wherever I am, and I'm
She
like,
jumps on the table and she's got her flute and she's still not even close to as tall as you.
flute battle. Oh, I'm gonna get off the table, so it's more of an eye level thing.
Okay.
Yes.
She wants to do like a back and forth where like she does a thing, then you do a thing.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna. This is performance? This is performance.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is performance. You're not gonna beat a goddamn 27.
No. She actually starts and she like it seems like she gets a little nervous when everyone's watching. Like she was excited to challenge you, but now everyone's watching and she sort of gets shy and she's not loud enough.
Can I start to play along with exactly what she's playing to try to like they're like, yeah, do this, and try to like build her up as well?
Yeah?
All right, cool. And as I'm doing that, I'm also gonna like snap my fingers at the end of the flute and make fire come out of it. Prestidigitation.
I would like to aid in this performance by using thaumaturgy and changing the light colors.
I'm a big fan of Will Ferrell and Anchorman. That's all I'm getting. If this is another performance, then I would gladly roll.
All right, let's see if you got her spirits up.
You could either be Anchorman or Spider-Man. Like those are your two flute performances between success and failure.
I can't roll bad, apparently. I'm going to use different dice because I feel like I've been very unfair.
You feel like you're destroying this little
You're being
girl?
too good.
Just in general, because I've rolled very, very well since.
You're inspiring
joining.
her to do better. It's fine.
You're using your unbalanced dice for good.
Yeah.
They're cast. They're metal.
She's doing better. She seems to be more like she's thankful clearly that you have tried to help and that you're playing her song, which she really likes. Does anyone want to cheer on either Tabby or the little girl?
I want to do the little girl. Okay. Can I want to do I mean they're both at will. So can I use light and shape water to try and make like the light through the water that splits like rainbows, like a disco?
Ooh.
All right, yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Dark
we got
side.
So like
we got rainbow flames, we got water going through.
but around the girl. Like
Yeah.
just
Is it like a Vegas like a water fountain display? You know how you can get those speakers that have the water that like dances to the music.
it like
with
bumps
the
up.
light? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like she's doing a show in Vegas.
Bellagio, I love
She
it.
does seem to start really getting into it. She has a momentary distraction when it starts where she's like, what the hell is that? And then she just thinks it's cool.
I'm gonna switch to playing the spoons and on like glass on like cups and stuff like that because I also am proficient in percussion. So this is gonna compliment.
Okay.
That's kind of like mixing the best of both worlds because you're a fantastic cook and you're really good at percussion.
It's
You know
it's
your
like-
way around a spoon.
I could be a bartender too. I mean, I'd take a cup and just throw it. I'm not
Wouldn't
the
that be a
bartender.
bartender?
Oh.
I really appreciate that you like got your tea for that one. Like,
Yeah, let's just like sip.
I knew that was good.
That's good.
That's how you know it's a good one.
I'm gonna write that down. That's gonna have to come back.
There's another
Yep.
good one for like a button or a sticker down the line.
Clarapist, bartender.
Yeah.
Oh
Classic.
my god.
The song
Can I-
continues. She's having a great old time. What do you want to do?
I wanted to ask Lenore if she'll dance with me. Just like a fun, like spinning, like, yeah.
I feel like that's Very's intention. I feel like Lenore's gonna like have a little bit more fun.
Oh no, that's pressure.
No.
Sen's
Don't-
gonna be jealous now.
No. This is how she made me cut off Penelope's head. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. She pushes you. She's like, no, you have to take her head. I'm like, no, I just want her emblem. Don't listen to her.
I won't take your head.
Look, I'm just saying, if you're gonna dance with Verity at any time, Arsen can't say anything. What's he gonna do?
Go sit
That's
down,
true.
big boy.
It's the one time he has to shut up.
Yes, I would love to dance with you.
Well, I'm not really
Yeah, like-
asking. I'm just kind of like grabbing your hands. Like,
I'm gonna down a drink and hitch my skirt up.
Very
Be
nice.
like, hells yeah.
Verity hasn't danced in a very long time.
Let's get some performances then.
Is my shit.
Oof. Neither has Lenore.
17?
7.
But it's not like actual dancing, just like, you know, like stomping, stepping, spinning kind of fun. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Lenore, as soon as you step out, it's very clear that Verity has trained to do this. She is very talented and very quick on her feet. And it's hard not to feel like she's not light years ahead of you. But she's having fun and she's goofing off, and it makes it easy to relax into the dance with her.
Amazing.
Tabby, the little girl, tries to jump up on your shoulders.
Oh, sure. Strength time?
She's not that happy. If you let her, she'll be fine.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. Because I'm standing in one spot just and I'm gonna try not to like shake her and knock her off the back.
Yep.
were you double spooning?
Oh yeah.
You didn't say that.
I grabbed both spoons.
You didn't say that.
Well, now there's double spoons.
Now
I
there's double
conjured
spoons.
My familiar is spoons. So let's go. Haha. Spin them around and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, she's on my shoulders fine, and I'm cool with that.
Just for the record,
Are they, like-
sporks have not been invented in this world, so if anyone's looking for something to do,
If you want a money
Some money.
adventure.
That's
you
exactly
have
what
like
Brillia
10,000
is
gold.
doing.
You could start a business.
I call it the scoop knife.
Scoop knife.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a knife, but he scoops.
Put it in your mouth.
If anything, it'll be a jam business because of
Yeah.
And I'm here to help with that. Honestly, that's the only reason I'm here. Is for jam.
Yeah, can
Flippin' like-
Ellie make jam, or is she just a jam connoisseur?
I think
Just
a
a
jam
connoisseur.
connoisseur.
Yeah.
Brillia can
So we
definitely
do-
make jam, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or like Endgame will be like, we'll all buy a vineyard and we'll all live in this huge like mansion together, and then we'll grow all these sorts of different like fruits and berries and stuff. We'll make wines and jams and have people come and eat cheese and do tastings, right?
Yeah, once we've
That's
all
the
dealt with our emotional and physical stuff,
Physical demons.
once we get sick
Then
and tired of
we'll-
adventuring, you
then we'll
know.
have the jam part.
That's it. See,
Jam party and it will never end. That's all I know.
you need a like an end goal, right? Like a this is where we're going.
This is the dream. This is what you're going to do once you've saved
Thank
the
you.
world.
Your motivation.
Lenore's gonna lean in and go, I think the Raven Queen is telling me we should do shots.
Well, when the gods speak, we must listen.
That's what I'm saying. And she's gonna buy shots for the party.
Okay.
I'm not really sure how I'm
Like-
playing this character.
She talks to the Raven Queen.
The Raven Queen
Let-
is... I love the Raven Queen's
let
an excuse to
loose.
do anything.
Like she talks to the gods. She talks to Raven Queen. The Raven Queen said we're supposed to drink more, so we're drinking more. So
And the more shots I have, the more she talks to me.
see, right. And she even has like a little raven, so it's not even she's not even lying. Caw-caw.
And
What does Ariana do while everyone is partying hardy?
She is decorating her new book and thinking back to her friends. So she's got a little brown paper that she's making a new cover for because she finds the cover a little offsetting. And she's just coloring it and adding sparkles. And I think she's also hanging out with Arsen.
Yep. The little girl who is playing flutes with Tabby apparently has a little twin sister who like comes up and like sits beside you on the bench and like brings her own crayons and is like is clearly trying to imitate what you're doing. So you have like this like little kid crafting table where everyone's like making stuff.
What's our son doing?
Our son is still drinking. It does not take long before he's also making crafts though.
Okay. I think I'm also going to like turn to our son and be like, you know, there was a really cool story I was told when I was a kid. And it was about this really badass warrior who had to cut their hair. Yeah. Now I may have missed something. You can still talk, right? No.
He's clearly trying to communicate, but he's like, no, yeah.
Because that reminds me of another really famous tale of another really cool person that lost their voice over, a trade of such. So
Arsen takes a scrap of paper and like writes on it and just holds up like, what happened?
It depends on who's telling the tale. I mean, it's like any bard's tale, right? Either you have the happy ending where they get what they wanted, the bad person that took her voice gets impaled by a giant ship, and they all kind of live happily ever after. But then there's the other tale that she has to try to kill her love interest, and she refuses and then dives off a cliff and turns into sea foam. So
he looks horrified. He holds up a piece of paper that says, happy ending, please.
Well, let's hope that that's the one that's telling this tale.
He points at Tabby, like, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe. Right now, I'm kind of decorating this spell book that I inherited. So.
He scribbles out again. He writes, is that a tongue?
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of reshaping the cover. The tongue is needed, from what I understand. It was... you did a lot of research in terms of history, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with the demi-lich Vecna?
He like sort of scribbles for a little bit and he holds up a sign that says, only in theory, and then underlines theory to point out that no, he is not his father's son.
Okay. Well, apparently the disciples of Vecna wrote or had 5 of these books in duplication of the original. And on the original, it was the servant that tried to stop Vecna from ascending. And so he cut out his tongue and nailed it to his book. So I don't know if this is the original or if this is one of the copies. But this is one of those books. And yeah, this was your dad's. So glad he doesn't have it anymore. But it looks like he also removed the tongue, and when you remove the tongue, it wipes out everything that's been written on it.
He writes down and says, "That's nice," but clearly does not know what to say.
Child listening to this?
Yeah, I feel like you and Coster's kind of like half looking at the dancing people and music and half like watching this interaction, being like,
I mean, on the bright side, it's a very powerful tool in terms of influencing my own magic. So that's kind of cool. I guess I'm kind of like the sidekick to help you out for your quest of cutting your hair and trying to retrieve your voice again. You know, like think of me as your traveling wisecracking dragon, or your happy-go-lucky yellow fish.
he doesn't seem to understand what you're getting at, but he agrees.
Pretty sure you can do much more than assist.
Oh,
Give yourself
right.
some more credit there.
Hi. I guess so. Maybe.
Just saying. I know I've only known you for a little bit, but you seem kind.
I also feel like this is the first time we're actually meeting, so hello.
Yeah, you were in my home for a little bit, but we didn't get to talk that much.
Oh, what was your name again?
Brillia.
Brillia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, I just snuck up on you there.
It's okay. It's okay. I guess we're going to be kind of adventuring together, seeing as we're not at your house and you're still here.
Yeah. I think Koss and I decided to just get some time out of town and come with you guys for a little bit of fun, making up for all the time she went alone.
Oh, okay.
And making sure that I at least try to make up for what I've done.
Well, what did you do?
Now is probably not the time to talk about it. And I'm just gonna slyly look over to Delora.
She has gotten up and started dancing a little bit, but you can tell that she's not totally in the moment. You know, she's trying to relax, and you know, it's hard to do.
And also, there's
Laura,
a child
just
here.
Take a shot.
Oh, well, it's probably best if we talk about that. You know, it's never too early to start talking about these types of things. Like, for example, if we are adventuring together, there might become like an untimely death of yours, right? So I want to know what you would particularly like done with your body once you go.
That's an odd question.
Brillia is not going to die while we're on this quest.
Well, I don't mean this as like disagreement, but we don't actually know.
No.
Like,
I know.
I'm glad you feel so confident in that, but like anything could happen. And it's always good to know what the wishes are.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Okay. 14.
Kassa's claws are like digging into the table, leaving grooves.
Okay.
I'm gonna gently put my hand on top of hers. I don't plan on dying anytime soon, but think about it this way, it's a good thing to let others know. Just so that that the chain of events of returning and bury peacefully like we've done here can be done for us. It's a kind thing to do, to share the information, okay? I'm not planning on heading anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, you seem to bring her down a bit. She's not happy, but she's not raging anymore.
To answer your question, I haven't really thought about it.
Oh,
I guess
you should.
DM, what was the name of the town that we were living in? I'm sorry.
Kamala.
I guess bring me back to Kamala so I can be buried there. It's always where I've been happiest.
Burial. Okay. Yeah, we can. Yeah. I can do that. And you? And I asked the little girl.
She
I
looks
hadn't
up at
thought-
you and keeps drawing and goes, I want to be in a sarcophagus.
Oh, that's very good.
A sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus?
Yeah. Coffee
That's
gus.
really cool. Do you know who's going to make it? Are you going to make it?
Mommy.
Okay.
Are we talking about a stone sarcophagus or a wooden one?
Yes, stone.
Stone.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's in stone.
right. That would make sense being around here. That will last for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
Very
And then
good.
people can visit and say hello.
Yeah, that a lot of people do that. They pay tributes like that.
I want tributes in candy.
Oh,
I
food
agree
is
with you there,
usually-
little one.
food is usually a go-to type of tributes.
Arsen just like watches this conversation and just like turns and takes another shot. Great. The night progresses with fun and enjoyment and various amounts of drunkenness. Who is inebriated by the time the night is through?
Probably, yeah. I definitely would be in the middle of the spoons and be like, someone give me a shot.
I feel like somebody is like feeding them to you, like because you're busy.
The funnel.
They're passing it off to a little girl and she's
That's
She's a
also probably
dwarf.
me.
But drinking a true
I rolled
dwarf
a
is like
1.
12.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1 on my my con check, so I think I'm like pretty fucked up.
You're hearing a lot of things from the Raven Queen right now.
All right.
Fucking Raven
I'm
Queen won't
speaking in
shut up.
tongues.
Anyone who is drunk, you're gonna say one thing that you didn't mean to say tonight to someone in your party. Who is it and what do you say?
Oh god.
Verity, I'm just wondering if if you see Arsen as part of your punishment. You know, like you don't deserve better because of the redemption that you need to make.
No, really close. You're really close. No, the punishment is that I love him and he doesn't love me, and he won't, and he can't, and that's the punishment. But you're really close. You're really close.
But
Just
he's so dumb.
it's not actually dumb. It's not actually dumb.
Oh. Right. So he's just really good at pretending he's dumb
He's
and uninteresting.
spoiled, and he's pampered
He's bald.
and spoiled.
He's spoiled. That makes so much more sense. It would have been really hard for us to dye his hair if he was bald.
He's not bald. He's
Right.
hairs, and he's got hairs other places too. He's got hairs in plenty of places. Right. That's not the point. Right.
I guess if you're into hair.
What do you mean you're not into
Personally.
hair?
What do you mean you're not
Personally.
into hair?
What do you like? Bowls people.
I mean, if you're into hair, you should clearly be with Tabby.
Yes, Tabby.
No.
Every inch.
He's so fluffy.
I don't not into. I'm not into hair. You don't right. You just have to like. I didn't like him for a very long time, and I didn't like him. He's a bit snotty.
Shit. Oh,
A bit
snotty. Yeah.
snotty, like and a bit arrogant, and a bit pretty, and a bit yeah, okay, maybe like a little bit useless, right? And then like I get that, okay, like I get that, but you weren't around, you didn't see, and there was things that you were not there for that you didn't see, and when and his mother, and I couldn't, and I was trying to make his brother straight, and it didn't work. And then she whipped me, and then I was bleeding a lot, and
And he could heal you because he has magic powers from the Raven Queen.
No, he tried. Well, he tried to, and Ellie tried to, but she's not really the best sidekick for healing. For healing, murdering, yes, healing, not so much.
He doesn't murder either.
But no, he was lovely. It was there's and then there's just things like that you didn't see, that you don't know, but that happened that you don't know.
Convincing, very convincing. Yes, that's why you fall in love with someone, because they're lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna have another shot.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Okay. Shots then.
Tabby, you're super drunk. What do you tell somebody?
I kind of shimmy over to the table if Brillia and Koss are still sitting over there. When I sit down, like, every time I play, every cough a hairball out. That's like that. I push it off the table.
I'll prestidigitate the hairball.
Oh, I'll do it too, and I make it smell back like it normally did. It's fine. Don't worry about it. My hands are too sticky still. I did that myself, actually. I changed it. So, you guys are so nice together. I don't. It's so bizarre. I've only been in one relationship ever, and I don't want to go back home because I mean, we're not together, but I think she's expecting me to come home, and I don't know. I told her I wasn't gonna.
So you left on not so pleasant terms.
Yeah. I don't. She has the most blue eyes. Like, I have blue eyes, but she puts me to shame. But they get so red and angry. Not like really red, but I mean like the scary yelling because I had to go on adventures, and we weren't even a thing. But anyway, we were. Am I in the wrong here to leave without really saying anything? Because,
well,
I don't know.
Without saying anything probably isn't helpful, but I think you were correct to leave if you felt like it wasn't healthy for you to stay. If the yelling was really getting to you.
It was only when I was going out and doing adventures, though, and then this bigger one happened. I had to go out, and I've been gone for a few years now, and I mean, they know. Everyone knows that I had to leave. Everyone that I needed to know.
Well, not everyone can handle a few years. Even me with Koss, she comes back every few months, and that's because we talked about it and made sure it was okay.
Yeah, Koss, you're doing some good work here, and Tabby starts crying into his hands.
I mean, it's only been a couple of years. It's okay.
Yeah, we've had time to build it up.
Yeah,
it takes effort, and it sounds like you're holding a lot of regret from this, and I can't. It's hard for me to tell if the regret is because you still love her and you want to go back, or the regret because you wish you would have ended it a little in a more cemented manner.
The hands drop down from the face, and the face comes up, and he says, "You never really got over your first love in a way, you know? And so it's like, I didn't talk to her. I didn't communicate some things. She got mad at me for not doing that. It's just the more I think about it, the more I feel like it's on me, and I'm so scared to go back home, and I don't want to have to get yelled at anymore. It wasn't that I was like even getting yelled at. Meanwhile, it was all valid points, and I don't like the idea of seeing the face I've disappointed so many times. So many, and the biggest one, I left home. I left home. I don't know what to. Maybe I hope for her sake that she moved on. I hope that she's moved on.
Well, I guess you have to decide which burden you rather carry, the burden of not going back and not closing that, or the anticipation of the burden of what might happen if you do go back.
I suppose that it's worth me really, picking my tail up off the ground and wrapping it around myself and just getting it over with. But like, it's gonna be so hard, and I don't know how soon it's gonna happen or if I'll make it back. I mean, I guess I just hope I make it back, because there's a loose end I don't want to leave unchecked. I feel too bad about it, and I don't want to make it any worse.
If you want to go back, then maybe we can add that to the to-do list everyone else seems to have.
No one else goes. Not just me.
Just you? Well, that's fair.
Just me.
You came with me for all of this.
It's a safety thing for not you guys, but for me. No one can know. No one can know.
Can know what?
No one can know where we are.
Oh.
We're right here, though.
Tabby starts looking around like, no, this is not where we go.
It's okay.
It's
and
okay.
Koss reaches out and like pets your like
head drops down,
Yeah.
and the ears kind of like fold away to get the hand underneath the back of it.
I'll do a mage hand so there's an additional hand
Yeah,
also
some-
scritching.
some
Do
mage
this to
scritches.
me. And Tabby like takes off his shirt and just lays on the table. It's like, yes, pet me more. I love these.
Can Lenore see if she can spot any toe beans?
Sure.
And like crawl up and start like touching his toe beans.
It would be on my feet, because my hands are more like humanish long finger hands, but they just have like claws at the end. But my feet are like straight up like cat-ish feet, so there's those big pads on the bottom, and you definitely can see those.
She goes, this little kitty went to market.
The foot kicks. I don't move, but the foot just goes.
Good times. Good times had by all.
Yeah.
Verity, you were also drunk, right?
Yeah.
Who do you tell something to?
Oh, God. Do I have to?
You absolutely have to. I let you go last. You have so much time to prepare.
I was hoping you'd forget me.
The truth comes out. You think I don't make
was
notes?
Hoping you would forget me.
I just realized that, like, as Arsen gets drunker, this first note he wrote has a different meaning. Happy ending, please.
did really good. Oh shit! This is my fault for banking on really, really hoping you would forget me. Okay. Okay, I am going to talk to Brillia then. like if I can, but like in a like I'm gonna wait till like she's not sitting with Koss. Like
Mhm.
if there is a moment,
At some point, I'll say I'll go out to dance without Koss at some point, probably.
yeah, or like if she goes to the toilet, I'll like
Yeah.
no, not in a creepy way, but like
Not in a creepy way.
No,
Not
Koss
in a
isn't,
creepy
Koss
way.
isn't really a dancer. Koss is
I
kind of
pull-
one of those stoic. I'm too
I-
cool
I-
for it.
I will grab Koss's hand and be like, no, keep petting. And like claws out like they're kneading almost.
Yeah.
Yes. Stay.
Yeah.
Please do tell me you do the grab with like both hands and pull it down. Like,
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, Brillia and Verity go to dance.
You both seem really happy. That's
Thank
even
you.
even together for a while, right?
About 2 years now.
Oh, 2 years. I would have thought it was more.
We got lucky. The match worked out well, and of course, we talk a lot and make sure everything is running smoothly.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking. That's important, right?
Yes, a lot, very much.
like a lot, like every day, like every other day.
Well, when she was
Let's just
out,
talk about serious stuff. Like, would you talk about like what you have for dinner? What you mean for breakfast? Like,
well, sometimes, but also serious stuff is important. We have to understand and trust each other with the whole of what we are.
Wait, right. So, right. If you so, who said I love you first?
Oh, I think it was her. Actually, she's the one who started everything. She's the one who started flirting with me when I was at work.
And you said it back.
I said it back, yes. I was
Just
quite
said it.
shocked. It was the first time
Just
I'd
said
said
it.
that to someone besides a family member, of course. And yeah, it was quite a shock.
Yeah, but I mean, you said it back, right? Like you just,
Of course. It's how I felt. Why wouldn't I say it back?
right. Yeah, because if you didn't feel it, then you wouldn't say it back, right? Like if you wouldn't say it if you didn't, and if you did, then you would say it back, and if you right?
Yes, but I assume that if I wasn't ready to say it quite yet, I wouldn't have. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
I would assume.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no, everyone's different. Yeah, no, everyone takes their.
Is this about Arsen?
No. What? Who? No. What? I mean, no. I mean, no.
You are doing a very bad job at lying right now.
Right? That is probably. I'm normally a very good liar. Very good liar. Unless I don't want to be a good liar, or else I've had a whole lot to drink. That is probably the one that applies here. I don't understand how it works. I don't know what. So then what? So right, okay. So was it just if we just go back, right? Like we're just reimagining things and say that she said it and if you said it and she didn't say it back, then what would you do? Do you say like, why didn't you say it back? Or do you ask like, why didn't you say it back? Do you just wait, or do you like check in like every week or so?
I would have waited. We all have our different pace at things. If the relationship was going well besides that, I would have waited. Because assuming both parties love each other, then patience can be there.
Right. Yes. Patience. Yes.
Yes.
That's important, right? Like
lots of patience. I had to date around for a year before I met her, so.
I've never dated anybody ever before. Right. Okay. So, but That's possibly relevant, but also possibly irrelevant. But okay, so right, so you just wait. You just wait.
That's what I would have done.
And then you just
Sure.
would you just keep waiting?
Well, depends how
And then-
long we're talking about waiting.
Right. So how long do you wait?
Hmm.
How long do you
I feel like
wait?
that's a question I can't answer because I haven't been in that situation.
right.
Like, how many days after you decapitate his mother should you wait? 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months.
It was weeks before that. It's been weeks since. DM, knock it off.
Yeah, and I mean, you did sort of date Atlas, but that didn't
I
really
didn't
work.
date Atlas. I didn't date Atlas.
That was forced flirting.
I pretended to date Atlas,
It's true.
which
you were
was
his excellent beard.
incredibly painful the entire time, might I add. And by painful, I mean I got stabbed a whole bunch. Okay, that's not even an exaggeration. Actual
Physically
stabbing.
If it makes you feel better, so did he.
No, it doesn't make me feel better. Thank you. Right. Okay. Yeah. So you just wait. So there's that point where like you just stop waiting.
There's a point I think that maybe you should talk about it. Especially if the relationship means enough for you. If it means enough, you're gonna want to work for it.
It sounds uncomfortable.
You're not just gonna drop it.
It sounds awkward.
Well, there's conversations that are always kind of awkward, but you have to think, is it more awkward to leave it unsaid and leave it hanging? Which one is healthier?
And just running's not an option.
No.
No.
Not if you want the
Sorry, no.
relationship to work. If I ran when I disagreed with Koss about going adventuring with her, then I would be losing the love of my life. So no, running is not an option if you want it to work.
Not an option. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. No, that was incredibly helpful. It was incredibly helpful. I appreciate.
I'm happy I was helpful.
Yes. No. Yes. Very, very helpful. Don't run and be patient. I am not good at either of those things, but I'll.
Those are skills that can be developed.
Right. Yeah. I'll write those down. Probably. Maybe. At some point. So that I can.
If you remember this conversation,
on them and
just give her a quick nudge because I know she's drunk.
And right. Okay. We were dancing, right?
Yes.
Should
Should I roll a performance check just to see how badly this goes?
Sure. Like if Koss is just like, what the fuck did you guys talk about later?
Yeah.
I just want to say the chat is totally right. Like Lenore has like mad customer service rep energy, and Brillia is like all HR about this situation.
Yes.
Just upgrade.
There you go.
I'm apparently dancing well. I don't know why, but that's a 22.
Wow. All right. Everybody can make their way up to bed. There are, well, let's say there's only 3 rooms left. There's also the main area where they'll push the tables aside. You can just kind of curl up in the communal space if you like. Let's work our way around. Verity, where are you and Arsen staying?
In a room.
Okay. For some reason I was waiting for more there. But yeah, okay. Room, fair enough.
I'm gonna snuggle the kitty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's so warm and such good toe beans.
I'm sorry if I wake up like 20 times in the middle of the night to get up and be more comfortable and like sit on your legs and it's just a warning.
All right.
It happens.
Are you in the sticky part of the room or the unsticky part of the room?
If I get pulled somewhere else, I'll get pulled somewhere else, but I'll probably be stuck in the sticky part if no one says anything.
All right.
I'm gonna try to get everyone not in the communal space. Take care of the people who are drunk.
Oh, but they're
Oh,
so
fine.
cuddly.
Oh, you're such a mum.
I roll off the table and hit the floor.
Yeah.
I landed on my feet. and my hands.
Come on, let's head to your room. Koss, can you help me here?
And
The
my
chat says
face.
at 3 a.m. Tabby's gonna get up and just run around batshit crazy.
Yeah, just
I
run up the
can-
side of the wall.
Feel the zoomies already
Yeah, the
coming
zoomies.
in.
No reason.
Well, Tabby has more options because he can also have catnip.
Oh, Lenore's just gonna
Okay.
follow Tabby's tail. Like, if they can manage to move Tabby, Lenore's just gonna be like, so wiggly.
All right.
If there's a raven in here, I might try to chase it.
There's no ravens in here, sadly.
Okay.
This is the first
Okay.
night without ravens we've had.
Okay.
She's speaking to me directly tonight.
Understandably.
All right.
This is a
So,
For the shots.
So Brillia and Koss bring Lenore and Tabby up to their room, and you guys curl up in a corner like a sleepy
Yeah.
little pile of kitties.
Yeah, I think that's what...
Which means Ariana gets her own room. Yeah. Just be like, yeah. That's how you do. Does anyone want to do anything before bed? Oh, that's right. Lenore makes nests to sleep in.
Yeah, I don't know if she's up to the nest stage at this point.
No, Tabby's
I'm gonna
the
start
nest.
like, yeah, a cat nest.
7
That's the
feet
art I
tall.
need.
No, 6.5 feet, but nearing 7 feet tall.
I'm
They
gonna
have
like,
Circle.
you know how cats like curl up
Mm-hmm.
and then they make the little circle bit between their head and their tail. I'm gonna
Mhm.
perch myself in that space. Like this.
I'm waiting for this art specifically.
So weird, and I love it. Okay. Yeah, everyone goes back to their room. Verity, once you are in your room alone with Arsen, he closes the door and goes, "Oh, finally." Ugh. Do you know how hard it is not to talk? I love talking.
I know. We all know you do.
Oh, and you're so
I know.
cute. I wanted to talk to you and tell you were cute.
You did so good though. You did so good.
I did do good.
Yeah, you did. See, look at you being like a proper rogue.
Well, I'm not really a rogue, but thanks. That's nice, I think.
Well, you're getting there.
You're so pretty. And he just like comes over and starts giving you kisses, but they're all like sloppy drunk kisses. Although you are too.
It's yes, but probably slightly less drunk than him.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly.
Yep.
All right. Bedtime, handsome. Let's go. And all, but obviously, not well done. But I'm gonna try and take like his armor off, and I'll do my best to like wash the crap out of his hair. And
You gotta leave it in there. You can't wash his hair yet.
but it smells bad.
It smells like berries.
I'll just okay, fine. I'll wash his face and I'll just kind of freshen up the edges and his neck and like behind his ear. Fine. His hair can stay.
It
was going to be all stained.
There you go. You awkwardly undress each other and try not to get berries everywhere. You can wrap up his hair in like a pillowcase.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. We've all been there. We've all dyed our hair, right? Our
Yeah.
son is a toddler. He's got so much self-confidence. He doesn't call her mommy. Hasn't
Not yet.
Not out loud.
Yeah.
Mommy killed the bad boys for me.
The bad boy.
Sorry, what? What did you just call me?
All
Wash
right.
my armor, mummy.
Let's get a constitution roll to see who's hungover.
No way in hell. Naturally curing this remedy by sleeping it off. That good old 22 from a natural 20.
Damn. All right.
Clean.
17.
What'd you got?
Really
Verity?
natural 1. So that's a 5 in total.
Oh no!
Ah,
I told you I waste my 20s on fucking perception checks when I could use them for not being hungover.
Perception
Yeah,
checks
that's-
can be useful sometimes.
Yeah, and not being hungover can be useful all the time.
It'll bring entertainment.
Cool. So, as part of your terrible one, not only are you hungover, you also remember everything you drunkenly said to Brillia, like in vivid detail. And now you remember what her face looked like at different moments, and you know you were not subtle, even slightly.
No, I already hate it. Yep, that's fine. Thank you. I hate it. That's great. Yeah.
Great.
No. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
As you are having breakfast, the innkeeper asks if you will be going to the funeral today, and informs you it will be on the 3rd bell.
I don't know what bell that is. How many bells is that? What bell is it now? And how many bells into a 3rd bell?
It's 1 bell now.
1 and 2 and 3 bells is two more hours?
Arsen leans in. He's like, 5 more bells total, sadly. But
5.
2 hours.
Sorry. 2 hours,
Okay.
5 more bells. Can I just... I just lay my head like on her shoulder. I'm just gonna just stay really still. Just stay really still.
Okay. You finish up breakfast. Does anyone want to do anything before the funeral?
I'm gonna walk down to the bar, being like, "Can I get a half-filled pint to go, please? Not to
Sure.
go, but just for my two going. I'm gonna be leaving after, of course. But...
Do you have a to-go cup?
No, I just need it. You can just pour it. I'm gonna drink it really quick.
Oh, okay.
Just fill it halfway, please.
Just so you know, in the future, like we give you a 1 copper discount if you bring in a reusable mug. They fill up your drink halfway.
I reach and grab an egg out of my bag and crack it in there and just down it. Keeps me spry in the mornings after these long nights.
How many eggs do you carry?
A few. I try to stock up anytime I'm out.
The bartender just like looks around to see like, is there like an egg pouch? Like, what is this? I think it's in your bag of holding, right?
Yeah, it's in my big old sack. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I can get you fresh eggs.
That's probably where I'd get them from.
Has he ever forgotten that an egg was in there and it actually incubated and you actually ended up with a chick?
Oh, I mean, at that point, I have a full chicken because I will also raise it and also cut the head off and then I eat it, and that's usually pretty tasty. But it's not always a chicken. It's sometimes other birds. There's been quails. Quails are fun ones, but their eggs are so tiny, but they're jam packed into good flavors. Yeah, I've had some birds fly out of my bag before. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I
No.
haven't.
Oh boy.
Do I see that Verity is hungover, and do I know any hangover cures?
You can try. I mean, you know that realistically, it's going to be some time before she's at 100%. You know,
Yeah,
she
no,
might
I'm
roll
just
at
gonna let it
disadvantage
happen.
for a while.
Okay.
Can I cure wounds or lesser restoration?
Lesser restoration I'll allow. I was gonna say cure wounds doesn't count cure stupidity.
Absolutely doesn't. I'm pretty sure lesser restoration helps us with that with poisoning, right?
You can take off the edge.
I feel somewhat responsible for her state this morning, so I will give her some pep back.
Do you want to give her an
I'll
egg
pep
in her
her
morning
step.
beer?
Yeah.
Egg?
Tabby just walks
Arsen
around with
can't
raw
do that,
eggs.
can he?
Crack into hand egg? Not into my own hand, but I'll have eggs ready if anyone wants it for their beverage. Tasty.
Side question, Lenora, are you covered in cat hair?
Oh, am I?
I shed, yeah.
Oh yeah, what's your armor? Does it attract cat hair?
It's feathers. I don't think so. I'm a feathery girl.
Oh yeah.
There might be some little just tufts
scale
that
and
fall out,
feathers.
but
Yeah, maybe on the inside of your boots where they're all nice and soft.
Definitely on my, oh my gosh, I wear a velvety dress, so for sure that is catty. That's cat hairy.
So yeah, it's now partially gray.
Well, I was not particularly fussed about being clean.
fun tip for getting hair off of your fabrics. If I can't do it because I have hair on my skin fabrics, you have to put your hands under water and you just rub it off. It's better than anything else. It just comes right off, sticks to your hands. You wash it right off, repeat, and it's all gone.
Maybe
Or-
Verity can help me with that with her control water.
Or
Is
I
it
can
true?
cast
You can steam me.
prestidigitation.
Is your advice just wash your hands?
More or less. It's wash your hands, wipe your clothes off, wash your hands, wipe your clothes off, and you're done. Also, very true advice for anyone who wants to get cat hair off their clothes.
Yeah. You gotta get that good cat advice.
Yeah.
I'm a fountain of it, honestly.
Well, those of us who have cats and are full of cat hair do what we must.
I'm full of it.
It's worth the cat hair.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
true.
And the allergies sometimes.
All right, Verity, you got a lesser restoration, which now means you are at least not rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's why you need a party cleric.
Yeah.
All right, 3 bells comes along, and you make your way down towards the cave systems, where basically where you guys came in. So there's that huge room, and you see that people are just filling up every space. Like people are looking on from overhead areas, people have lined up, and when they see you, they actually make room for you to go towards the front. Seems like there's a lot of respect for party members and like the honor of people who would bring back his body. So you're escorted towards the front, and you see his eldest son, the quite annoying one, is standing before a stone sarcophagus, seeming ready to give a speech. You see his daughter, who you were talking to before, and you see another woman with a couple small children around her legs, also standing kind of near the front. The annoying Brasa the lesser or greater or whatever, starts talking as soon as the room goes silent. He says, "We gather here today in the light of the forges to say goodbye to a great man. My father, Lord Harrock Hillguard, was a leader for our people, a man unwilling to let our culture degrade, who even under constant threats of attack from Karaket. In the end, he died as many as imagined he would, in a hard-fought battle defending his allies, and he chose them well, creatures who have brought back the treasures he fought for, and his body at great cost to themselves." There's a rumble as people pay you guys homage. "I ask that you raise your axes and shields in memory of a true leader of our people, one who in his own way will never die." And people begin raising it, and they just begin clamoring together anything metal that they can find. It is deafening.
I followed suit with my sword out, just up in the air. And it's in its scabbard, but I'm just holding it up.
I'll summon my scimitar and follow as well.
I'll beat my scythe on the ground.
I'm just gonna sit quietly. I have a rapier.
Yeah.
It's gonna unpoint it if I stab it into the ground. I don't have a shield or anything, so.
We can
Ariana?
clink my
hold
scimitar and
it.
your rapier together.
Hold it.
Because I have a single set.
Do you make any loud sound with anything you have on you?
I'm just observing.
Arsen tries to like make some noise. He like clings like actually I'm gonna say he pulls out like a flint and tinder and like uses that like to hit his blade against, just something. After about a minute or two, the clanging slowly dies down, and a series of pallbearers begin to lift the stone sarcophagus to carry it to its final resting place. Each one strains against the collective weight, but no one makes a sound of complaint. In the silence, one of the pallbearers, a younger man compared to the others, stumbles under the weight as they begin to pass by you. Unable to compensate for the extra weight, the sarcophagus slams to the floor and cracks open before you. As the dust clears, people begin to clamor in confusion and anger. Hillguard's body is not inside.
Oh shit.
I look directly at Brasha, and I'm like pointing at the sarcophagus, and I point at him, and I'm like putting my hands up, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" Mouthing my words, like, "What is going on here?" But I don't have. I'm not saying any words because I'm not gonna outwardly speak about this.
Sure. Would anyone like to roll a check to learn more information?
Can I roll insight on the people that are around us?
Sure. The family or the people who are standing near you or the pallbearers?
I want the family.
I would also like to join in on that, specifically Brasa.
Okay.
That's 20, baby.
Oh, that didn't go well. I rolled a 2. I'm rolling a lot of 2s tonight.
All right, and you want to know if they're acting weird or?
Yeah, like suspicious.
Brasa seems angry. Like his face is going red. Dolores seems just surprised. She is stepping forward like she's trying to see better. And the third child, who you've not yet spoken to, is trying to see what's going on, but also like her children are kind of acting up now with the chaos. And she's trying to keep them calm and nearby.
And none of them look sus. They all are reacting to this.
Yeah, no one's playing it cool. Brasa looks like maybe he's trying to, but he clearly does not have a poker face.
Okay. They all were not expecting for there not to be a body there. Well, that's unexpected.
Very unexpected.
Who am I sitting beside?
Let's say you're sitting in the order that you are on the screen, so you're next to Verity and Lenore.
I turn around. Who is behind me?
Let's say Tabby. Tabby's tall.
Okay.
I mean, you're expected to kind of, you're probably why there's a chair.
And is there anybody sitting in front of me?
No, you guys are in the front row. Yeah, you guys have like a little corner to yourselves, and then there's the main area, and there's other people in the front as well, but yeah. The room is just full of chaos now. People are yelling and shouting. Brasa's trying to get people's attention, but like everybody is talking. Yeah, it just seems like chaos.
Are there people going up onto the to where Brasa was speaking initially, or is it just him just like pointing at people and telling them to do stuff?
Yeah, he's just trying to like amplify his voice enough to be heard, but now that everyone's talking, it's not working.
All right, cool.
Most people seem to be gathering closer to the coffin. People are like grabbing bits of rock and moving it aside like they're gonna see that he is in there somewhere.
I go over to Brasa and say, I apologize for my previous behavior. What the fuck is going on?
My father's missing. That's what's going on.
What happened from when we left your abode and now? Who moved the body initially? Who is supervising that? What? There's a list of the things you have to follow for this type of stuff, right?
Yes, Delora and I were there for everything. We saw him put in the sarcophagus. Someone must have removed him in the night.
Who put him in the sarcophagus?
I don't know their names. I was there.
You saw him get sealed in there and all that?
Sealed as much as we do, yes.
Yes. How lit was that?
Hang on, I need to get people calmed down. Go wait at the inn. I'll meet you there.
I'm gonna do some other things too as well, but yes, I would love to help you out as much as I can for this.
You see a few dwarves trying to clearly calm people down, sending them back to their houses. Yeah. You guys have a little bit of time to come up with a strategy for figuring out how this happened, and who you want to talk to.
You need to establish a timeline.
Wherever Delora is, find her and ask her where she was. because I was out. I don't remember most of last night. I remember it was fun, I think. So
I remember toe beans.
I have those. Those are mine, I think. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
I'll take
So
note.
it wasn't you.
It's
Cost,
I
safe
like-
to say that it wasn't us, from what I can
like-
recall.
Hang back a little bit, like with Ariana, and just like you didn't.
because it's a
Are-
corpse.
Are you serious right now?
No, I'm just asking if you know necromancy or necromancers. Would anybody around here have been able to raise the dead?
I just walk away.
Koss says, it would have been helpful if more of us were sober last night. Why didn't one of us watch him?
We were trying to give the family space. We can't blame ourselves for this. What we can do now is try to figure out who did it.
We need to find Alora, because I don't like that he said that she was there watching with him. There's something very
Was
fishy.
the other sister watching? Did he mention that she was there?
I
No.
don't-
Although she has a family, so that takes up time and energy, but still.
We need to cover all of our ground here. I don't like to make this hard.
I have means of determining whether or not someone's telling the truth.
With a zone of sorts?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I love that. I love having zones of truthfulness.
It
Good idea.
is useful, yes.
Yes.
So should we establish maybe who some suspects are and a timeline and should we conduct some interviews? Oh, this is exciting. I mean, it's horrible, of course.
I think I want to rule out Brasa.
I must say they all did look very surprised that there was no body.
Yes.
Agreed. We can also look at the staff of their household as well.
Very true. Oh, they have to let us, or we sneak, which sounds fun either way.
Sneaky.
Very sneaky.
All right. So you've got a few suspects potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Any sense of what the motive might be?
Money, 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 money.
Well, he was already dead, so it wouldn't have necessarily been money. They already
True.
had access to that. Dishonor?
Mm.
There's no
Dishonor on
body.
you? Dishonor on your horse?
I mean, he's going to take a dead body if you can't make something from it.
Did we cast anything on the body to stop it from being reanimated?
Yeah, I cast Gentle Repose on it.
Okay, so we can assume that he's still dead.
How long does that last, though?
10 days.
Okay, then. That should be covered.
How long ago did you cast it?
Like 2 days. I practiced on him to make sure that I got it down.
You left Kamala probably about 9 days ago, just to give you guys a sense.
Okay, and I probably wouldn't have mastered it until about the 4th day.
Okay. So, half.
Yeah, I got about 5
So
days
he's-
left.
Okay, so we've got. So he should still be dead.
For now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Well,
gonna-
shall we interview some people?
Yes,
Yes.
probably. Who are we going to interview first, though?
Divide and conquer?
Yeah,
True.
we have enough people to figure this out.
so who do we have that's really good at interrogating people? before we split into groups.
I'm very persuasive, but I'm not that scary. But I mean, I can be if you need me to be.
Arsen's
I'm also
probably
persuasive.
pretty good at it too.
We have a lot of charisma, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also persuasive. Not very intimidating, but
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I'm not the best at talking to people. I don't know if sometimes I don't make the best impression. But
Maybe they can tell I don't like them.
Yeah, I can figure out. I can discern whether or not people are lying quite well.
okay.
So I should probably pair up those who can talk with those who are difficult to talk with.
Yes.
Well, I'll go and stand in the difficult pile over here.
I'll be on one team captain. Who else is team captain? This is like picking different sides for sports.
Yeah, is this a soccer team?
This is I'll be goalie. I am
Okay.
I
tall
can-
and lanky.
Both persuade and intimidate.
Jack of all trades.
You should probably go with Lenore since she has the spell Zone of Truth. Since you have
Lenore.
to have both of those. And
You're on my team.
I have to.
You can also go and examine more of the sarcophagus and, of course, the what do I want to say? Cart that you
Cart.
used.
Yeah, I
I
was waiting
will-
for the crowd to die down to look at the sarcophagus.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would also be doing that.
We're definitely going to be going into next week for your investigations. So if our lovely note taker will keep track of some of the plans there. So you've got some people you want to talk to, some places you want to check out, some motives you want to explore.
And we've got teams.
Have we
Yes.
decided on the final teams? Who's the most
Not
interesting
necessarily.
team?
I'm a cat. That's what I know.
I'm a cat.
So I think, have we got Tabby and Brillia and Cos and Ariana and myself and Verity?
We are Sen as well.
Oh, and yes, and your cosmetology baby.
And my student.
Your
And
student.
my student.
Human cosmetology doll.
Yeah.
Mute.
I was gonna
that
say
one.
dummy, so that was a lot kinder than I was gonna be.
I can't wait for us all have to make the Cosmo apology to Arsen later.
Yeah. You're like, I saw a mirror today, you guys. And you'll be like, I'm so sorry, man.
But did it
I'll be like,
crack? Huh?
shh. Arsen,
Will anyone
you're not meant to
recognize you
speak.
like that? We accomplished our goal.
And he just looks at all of you and he's like, her I get. And he points to Lenore. But the rest of you?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. We were being honest.
Beholders are terrifying. I don't want one of those.
Having human ears is terrifying enough.
Yeah, I got cool ones. I definitely want to see how that card is doing because that was my card, but I didn't need it, I guess.
I
You
guess
don't
I
have to-
need it.
You don't have to burn it to the ground while you inspect it.
No, I hope I don't do that. That'd be the
Yeah,
last
so
thing
it-
I should do.
Could still come out the other side.
So, just so you guys know, the last sibling who you've yet to talk to is named Kirda.
Kirda.
Kirda. So
I feel like
Kirda-
you're spelling that for my benefit, and I did not write it down.
That's
Can you
okay.
go one more time?
How many kids did she have?
She has 3.
3 kids.
They're all pretty young.
cool. Just to know.
Was one of them the kid that was at the inn?
Sure,
The
Why
twins.
not?
Two
the
kids.
twins. She does have twins, actually, so that makes sense. How many twins
So that
are there?
means potentially she was also there because you hopefully don't leave your kids alone.
Alone in a bar.
They were with their auntie.
Yeah,
True.
the irresponsible auntie. It's like,
Yeah,
come on,
almost-
kids. We're going to the
almost-
bar.
Well, let's go sit
Didn't
next
we
to this
already-
girl who's going to ask you about how you want to be buried. To be fair, she knows.
Yeah. How alike do Delora and Kirda
Planning
look?
ahead.
All right. Well, we'll continue making plans next time as you try to figure out what happened to Hillguard's body.
To the body.
Body.
Who would take a body? What are you gonna do with that thing?
Body snatched.
I'm so curious. I'm so curious now.
I know
Someone's raising that fucking body. Somebody's raising the body.
Like it's their own child.
Like if we've learned
Brillia
anything from this
doesn't
game-
ask this because she's not smart enough, but can gentle repose be dispelled magic?
Reversed.
That's a good question. Like, could you like?
Yeah, because it is
Down.
Yeah,
a spell that's affecting the body.
yeah.
Melissa just takes some notes about how to get around gentle repose.
That's right. I don't know how this. I don't know who did it. I just make it up as I go.
Mm.
Although players do have the best ideas about how to ruin their lives.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
Kata. No, she wants revenge.
So if you guys were the Scooby Doo gang, who would be who?
The Shady Gang.
I'm the van.
You're not like
Fair.
Scooby Doo.
Nope.
Okay. No.
I feel like I'm Velma.
Yeah, is it?
I know their
Is
names.
Well, if you say that, then yes.
Daphne.
Know their names.
Verity's a Daphne.
Yep.
I feel like that's an insult, even though I don't know who that is, but I feel like it's an insult.
you don't know who that
It's not an
is?
Does
insult.
that make
Who that
Arsen
is?
Fred?
I think it does make Arsen Fred.
I think it does.
Does.
Oh,
I mean,
he
it would
he were
it
an
would fit.
ascot?
But Arsen wouldn't invent anything. Like,
Would
no
you
traps.
I'm gonna have
Those
to like,
rules
Shaggy.
apply to the chat, not to us.
man, I'm gonna have to whip out some more like hardcore Sen moments. Make him useful again.
Oh,
If he ever
Who's
was.
Scoob and Shaggy? I don't think we fit, you guys.
Harsh in here.
no, it's those archetypes aren't our party.
No,
I don't
not
think
us.
any of them get
Fit.
drunk at a bar.
There you
Yeah.
go.
No,
None of them are
That's,
The-
that's the next film. It's the
Yeah.
new Scooby Doo.
The new Scooby Doo.
The
That's
new
us.
Scooby-Doo.
That's us with a new Scooby Doo.
Unless we go into like the deep Scooby Doo lore, which is like Scooby Doo is an alien. Like, I don't know.
What?
We could try.
Oh
to
yeah,
just
it's
do
confirmed. I
Apocalypse.
spend way too much time on the internet, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you there.
Is that Shag and Scoob lore that I'm hearing? Like from that awesome. Oh my god!
Wow. People without children, right?
Is this a generational thing or is this an
don't
American
know.
thing?
It's
I don't
uh,
know.
There's a
Both?
comic series that somebody did that pretty much explains how all cartoons are so influential on like television across the world, I guess, and that they're all aliens and they get their power from people watching it. But then there's like the Martians. Marvin the Martian is actually a Martian trying to take their powers, and they all have these crazy powers called ballyhoos. Scooby has a gun.
Oh my goodness.
But there's like
See,
all the
there's
Looney
that,
Tunes.
but what I was referencing is literally in the Scooby Doo lore. Scooby is a descendant from aliens, which is why he can talk.
Well,
The
well,
more
well.
you know.
Rabbit hole.
The less I wish I knew.
Well, I think with that,
That's enough.
that's
Internet
our
for one
that's our
day.
internet. Also, apparently, there's a tornado warning for me, so
Oh my goodness.
Is that what the beep is?
that's what it was. It was Canada telling me that there's a warning.
You're not
It's
gonna
just
have
like-
a tornado.
See, it's like
You'll be
look
fine.
out.
There's no
Tornado.
tornado. There's no tornadoes in Canada.
Well, it says that there's a tornado warning.
There's no tornadoes in
I live very high up. If there's a tornado, I'm screwed.
Maybe you'll just get taken to a wonderful new world.
Yeah, or that.
Isn't that what happens in tornadoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually
I
get
don't
crushed
think-
by houses though.
As long as
We
I can
don't
get
have
outside.
tornadoes here.
I
We
gotta
don't be a
take some.
pessimist.
I gotta take some beans with me.
The beans.
Beans
Full
are very
beans.
important.
Bring the beans.
All right. Now to close off with no mistakes. As
High
always,
expectations.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Wasn't
Don't look
me.
at me. Don't look at me.
Golden.
Not me.
Oh. I feel like you guys just like heckle like it's like we all dress up like Melissa and like we'll be like, oh, you're gonna have to go change. Like who's gonna interrupt her this time? Who's it gonna be? So we'll never know what to expect.
You should just mute us all. Like you have the power.
It doesn't help. You make faces.
I made her cry last week. This week's your turn.
It's Luna's like, hey,
I make her
I'm
cry
here.
all the time.
My second episode in, I need to interrupt. It's a rite of passage.
Welcome. Welcome.
Get that kitty pets. Upside down. There we go. Okay. As always, thank you all for tuning in. You can join the Darkness and Dragons community by following us on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to see more of me online, I am on Instagram at The Feminist Gamer, and I'm a regular on the XP Billionaires podcast, so check that out. Laura, where can people find you?
At Dark Moon Dice. Everything. That's it.
Okay. Michael?
Best place is Notes Reviews on YouTube. I review music. Same with Instagram and Twitter, and on Facebook, I'm showcasing independent artists.
Very nice. Bree?
You can find me at Fortune Favors and in with some level up dice stuff as well.
Ian?
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitch here with this. Shrykul is you'll find me for that. And then on Twitter, you can find me at Ian Paraskis, which is my name. And that's really it. I just don't post anything important.
Where can people find your stuffed cat?
Oh, here.
In my shirt.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be on Instagram at some point because I
Twi-
actually should highlight my little failings here.
So not a Twitch exclusive at the moment.
No, it might be. I really should. I should probably stream Monster Hunter because this is from Monster Hunter, a very good series.
There you go. All right, and Luna, where can people find you?
Mostly on Instagram at Luna_moon_C.
Awesome. So again, our character is done by Magic Artbook, who's amazing and did our new art for Brillia super, super fast and amazingly.
So great.
And yeah, it literally made Luna scream when she saw it. So. And our art, as usual, is by 2minutetabletop.com. So check them both out if you are interested. So thanks again for joining us tonight and have a great night.
Bye.